Hello everyone, this is Bionic Rod with another Guild Wars 2 beta video. Purpose of this video is just to kind of go over some of the overarching features of Guild Wars 2. And I would like to also get into a little bit about the Ranger here, the class that I played. He's a lot of fun. As I mentioned in my other two videos about PvP, I played a human Ranger, because I didn't think I would like the class that much, and I really don't like to play the class that I want to play at launch during betas, just because I don't want to get sick of it, or I don't want to spoil things like the story, but I really ended up liking the Ranger and the human story. So I hope the rest of them are just as good, or I may be playing a human Ranger at launch. Anyway, let's just jump right into it. The first thing I wanted to show you guys was the map, and some of the features on the map. Here's the map. You hit M to access the map. You can scroll out. I'm in the second sort of region right now. I started, this is Kessex Hills, levels 15 to 25. I started up here in Queensdale, which is the human starting point. They have Divinity's Reach as their city, which is just an amazing city. Everything that did so good with that. First thing I want to show you about the map are these right here, the waypoints. Waypoints, you have to walk to them. Once you do, you can teleport to that waypoint for a nominal fee at any time. It's very convenient, excuse me. Makes traveling around a breeze. I really like it. You know, other MMOs have similar systems, so I won't spend too much time on this. But it really is a neat system. They're very close together, so you don't have to spend a lot of time backtracking the same paths over and over. The points of interest are these little doohickeys right here. I haven't found this one yet. I found nearly all of them up here. You can tell because the ones that you found have a little, see how that middle of that is not colored in. And let's see, where's one that I found? Here's another one that I have not found. And here's one that I have found. See the difference? These go toward, you find these little things like the waypoints and the points of interest, and it contributes to map completion, which there's a chest at the end here. I haven't actually completed the map 100%, but there's a chest here which indicates to me that there's some loot to be had if you get 100% completion. And you find all of these four things. The third thing is this chevron here, which is a skill challenge. When you complete those, you get a skill point. Here's one that has been learned. Here's one that has not been learned. Skill points are used to level up your character, basically. See, I have one right here. I've got 3, so I can pick something that costs 3 skill points. This is the last day of the beta, so I don't think it matters much what I choose. So just for the purpose of showing you guys, I'm just going to pick Muddy. Well, let's pick one that costs 3. Pick Flame Trap. I sort of like the traps, especially for an archer. You can then set it to one of your keys down here. I've unlocked all of these. 6 is always going to be a heal, so anyway, back to the map. The last item that counts toward completion of the map is the heart right here. These hearts are the way you quest. They take the place of traditional questing. So you completed help Waldo Flood take revenge on local bandits. I've done that one. Kill some bandits. But it's such a way that he doesn't say go kill 10 bandits. The bandits just come out of nowhere and they attack, and you kill them or you die. And you make progress from that. Here's one I haven't done yet. Help Lion Guard Mika keep the Black Haven area safe for travelers. When I go down there, I do that. There's a set of conditions. Sometimes it's gathering things and bringing them back. But this is how you level up in Guild Wars 2. And the other way are these dynamic events. This one just popped up over here in Trixelian Vale. Trixelium Vale is getting invaded. Quarry side is getting invaded right now. So if I went down there, uh-oh. Got one happening right here on top of us. Well, here. No better way than to show you. There's a traveling child right there. This is a dynamic event that happens just on its own. Pardon the interruption. Oh, son of a gun. Well, that's what happens when you're not paying attention to your...
I need healing. Seriously.
This is what happens when you're not paying attention to your health. Alright. So this just happened while I was standing there explaining the map to you. This is how things go. There's no... Son of a gun, these guys are tough.
I'm in bad shape here.
Good thing about this is you get res if there's people around and you manage to kill the attacker. There's two ways to get res. Alright, so we did that. We got gold. We got 501 experience, 86 karma points, 42 bronze. There's two ways to get res. You can have your pet lick on you if you're a ranger, but other than that, you can either kill the person that killed you and you'll rally and get back up. You can do that by throwing rocks at them while you're down. The second way is you have someone res you from either your guild or someone just passing through. Look at that dude. I think he's got auto run on and he stepped away from the...
you too. You did a great job finding help.
Stepped away from the keyboard. Anyway, that was a dynamic event. All of a sudden this bandit kidnapped the mother's child and you had to kill them and get it back. Let's help this guy take out this bandit. Alright. Gone over questing and dynamic events. And these dynamic events will pop up all over the map. A good way to learn about that kind of stuff is these spy glasses. And you go there and see there's an NPC there, and I would talk to him if I was down there. And he would say, alright, this is what's going on around here. He would open up this drawn over part of the map and show you what needs doing, who needs you for what. So that's just about it with the map. You can see I've got a death penalty here. For each point of death penalty you start with less health the next time you go down, so it's easier to kill you. Fortunately none of my armor broke. Your armor can break in this game. It's easy enough to travel by waypoint to a armor repair NPC, pay just a little bit of scratch and get back in. Now see, I'm in the area where I can help, where I can do this heart thing. See, help Lion Guard Mike can keep the black area safe for travelers. Check bushes for bandits, clear mud wallows, and cull hostile creatures from the area. You see, I've already gone a good way toward doing this before I started the video. This would be a good time to get into some of the ranger abilities. As you can see, of course, they have a pet. Honestly, the pets are really squishy. And harder dynamic events, and in World PvP, they die really quickly. That's a knockdown. Alright, so we'll start with the longbow. The first ability that it's just spamming here is long range shot. The farther you are away, the more damage it does. See, I just killed him with only using long range shot. What am I gonna revive here? See my pet? Dead. Second ability is rapid fire, which It's self-explanatory. Third ability is Hunter's Shot, which makes your foe vulnerable. It adds minus 30 defense and Pet Swiftness. Minus 30 defense to your foe and adds Pet Swiftness to you. Number 4 is Point Blank Shot, which is very handy since it is a knockback. The closer they are to, the closer the mob is to you, the farther back they get thrown. Same with other players in PvP. And Barrage is it's an AoE. I really like it. Let me just show you. I'm not gonna kill the villager. I would imagine there were a bunch of mobs standing in there. They would be taking lots and lots of damage if they did not move. What's great about this is, what's great about Guild Wars 2 is that these are not the abilities you're stuck with through the whole game. These abilities change every time you change a weapon. Let me go to my hero panel. We'll put I actually have just put that on. Yeah, not bad. Anyway, got some new shoulders too. I'm gonna have to change that. That comes a little later. Re-dye those. I've got all new armor. I didn't even know it. So anyway, Rangers can use a war horn. So let's do a war horn, an offhand, and the mighty sword of agony on this hand. And see, check it out. Everything changed. These first 3 are the sword abilities. Slash, which is normal. Hornet Sting. Serpent Strike. Now these are based on quickness. Serpent Strike poisons. Hornet Sting, you hit and then you jump back. And then the War Horns are Hunter's Call, which you'll have hawks swarm and peck the eyeballs out of anything that you want. And Call of the Wild, which is a buff for yourself and anyone nearby, which is really nice to have. I'm not going to go through every ability for every weapon, but I will show you which weapons the Ranger can use. Of course, he can use the sword, which is a main-handed weapon, long bow, which you've seen, the short bow. Short bow I really like. It has a lot of poison effects. This is just the normal, first ability, fire an arrow. It adds a bleed if you hit them from behind or from the side, which I really like. You just mash it and you run around and you hit them from the side while your pet keeps them busy from the front, and it's a DOT. Poison volley. You can hit multiple enemies, poison them all at the same time. Quick shot. Crippling shot, which I do it all the time. Get them from behind with that crippling shot. And the concussion shot. It's very nice. Oh, I'm sorry. Crippling shot's not from behind. I do love the reference to Skyrim and the tooltip. Shatter your foe's dream of becoming an adventurer with a single arrow to the knee. I used to be an adventurer. Yeah, we all know that. Concussion shot. That's another really good one. That's the one I meant. You get your pet right up in the mob's face. You circle around, hit him from behind, and it's a stop. You also do the axe, which is the main hand. That's not a bad weapon. Dagger, which can go in the offhand. Great sword. Torch, which is an offhand weapon. It's really cool. It reminds me of Aragorn, right? He was a ranger. Warhorn, which we discussed. Spear, which is an underwater weapon. And harpoon gun, which is an underwater weapon. I'm sorry. Spear is not an underwater weapon, I don't think. Hell, I don't know. I haven't come across the spear yet. I've barely been underwater. As you can tell, you have to unlock these successive abilities one after another. So, like in the axe, when you first get your axe, all you have is Ricochet. Use Ricochet a bunch, you unlock Split Blade. Use Split Blade a bunch, you unlock Winter's Bite. Axes are good with main hand and offhand too. So, Also, rangers have the ability to tame juvenile animals. I don't see any juvenile animals around here. I've been looking all over the friggin' map for a juvenile moa. But any juvenile animal, you just walk up, you hit F, and then they can be your pet. You just go up here to manage. I've only found a couple. Honestly, I haven't been looking too much. You can choose a new pet. I've got a juvenile river drake and a juvenile Crichton drakehound. There must be a bug because I've named these, but the names aren't staying. This dog's name is Rufus, but I'm having to rename them every time. I do that all the time too. Have to make sure you're in there. If you hit R, it goes to auto run. Alright, Rufus. And the pets have different things, see? Intimidating Howl, Bite, Crippling Leap, Brutal Charge. Araka, whose name didn't get lost, which is nice. He has a Mighty Roar, which is a buff. That's why I normally use him. To be honest, the pets aren't all that great for tanking for you. So I kind of, when things get hard, I click this right here, which is Avoid Combat, and I use him to buff me and whoever is around. You get Extreme Might to nearby enemies, which is Might for 10 seconds, which adds 5 to 35 power to your character, which is quite a nice buff. The last thing I want to talk about, which is fortuitous, because I hate the way this new armor looks, is dyes. Go into your hero menu, you click this little dropper right here. Well, I guess before we should do this, I should show you the gem store. Now, for participating in the beta, I got an email saying go to the gem store and get 1,200 free gems. With gems, you can buy this kind of stuff. The bank portal, which is very nice. You don't have to go to the bank. You can just click on your bank portal and it just opens your bank right there from anywhere in the world. You can put anything you want in there. It's very convenient. I like that. This is where you buy dyes. I bought a couple of dyes. Might as well buy a couple more. Dye packs. I think this is probably the cash store of the game. You have to put a credit card in to get your 2,000 free gems just so you can try it out. You go to your inventory. Oh no, sorry, they mail it to you. This is another thing I like. You don't have to have a mailbox. You're always connected to mail, which is so nice. I don't know why other MMOs don't do that. So many times I wondered why there isn't a mailbox in my ship in Star Wars The Old Republic. And there may be now. I haven't played in a couple of months, but that just drove me crazy. Here are the items you purchased. Thank you for your support. Take all. Take all. And there's a bunch of completed hearts. They email you money. Just take all, delete, we won't do all that. Alright, so now they should be in the inventory.
Seems like every time we take
They
this
are.
route, something bad happens. At least it was only bandits.
Die packs, you get
They're easy.
one normal,
Sure.
one, or two normal and one rare, or something like that.
They set up ambushes
Pastel
and
honey,
stab them to death.
unlock that.
What are we gonna
Key
do?
lime,
have anywhere to
unlock
store
that.
at the
Frosted
haven.
sea, unlock
We
that.
could organize a
Sherbet
transport
dye,
of
unlock
lines
that.
off, but
Olive silk, unlock
days.
that. Pumpkin pie, unlock that.
You're a funny one.
So then we go here. You click this little dropper. I got a rare dye right off the bat. One of the first ones I got, which is Spearmint. We got 3 uncommon, Remembrance, Sherbet, and Pumpkin Pie, which I just unlocked. Got all these common dyes. And you can basically just make your character any color you want.
Sounds like a pretty
You
good
click on
Get out of here.
the
before we
dye,
change our
here's my
minds.
shoulders. Oh, so it's not my shoulders, it's my mask. I don't like that at all. And you do this for your whole character. See, See, I like the green. I mean, he is a ranger, right? I like the green for the main color, and then remembrance is highlighted. Anyway, you get the picture. You can do that for all of your equipment and totally customize your look. It's quite a bit of fun. And there he is. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was somewhat informative. I got my asses kicked by those bandits. I wasn't planning on fighting anyone. Thank you for watching. If you liked, please like and subscribe. And I will be making more of these beta videos, hopefully every beta weekend, as long as things don't get too busy. More for each class. I won't have to deal with the map stuff again because we just did that. So stay tuned. Thanks a lot. Bye.